You back down to the surface.
I'm worried about Snow. I should go to his palace.
You could, but I suggest you visit another city instead.
You want me to abandon Snow?
Down on the surface, time is stopped for everyone. The palace will still be on high alert. It would be next to impossible to get anywhere close to Snow.
You're saying I should let things cool down first.
I'm going to send you to Luxarian. It's the capital of the world. Or, what's left of it anyway. I'll place you inside an inbound train. When the train stops at the station, you can get off with the other passengers. Something has happened in front of the station.
All right. Do it.
You're surprisingly calm for someone who's about to venture into unknown territory. But you were always brave.
Brave? I don't feel brave. I don't feel anything. No worry, no confusion, no fear.
That's good. But you still need to stay safe.
Train is now arriving. Luxarian North Station.
Luxarian, a bustling metropolis, the divine city of light in the holy sea of salvation. It's the last bastion of peace and order in a dying world. Most of the people who live here worship the almighty Benevelza. The city is governed in his name by a powerful religious sect known as the Order of Salvation. God's followers believe in ultimate redemption, and their faith helps keep the fires of hope burning. But even in this pious city, a darkness lurks untouched by divine light. A heresy that rejects the teachings of Supreme Benevelza.
It's another girl.
How awful.
I bet it's the Heretics doing.
The divine city doesn't look so holy now.
This was no accident. The girl was left here intentionally. Light! Help her!
There's no need. Just a dummy. Hope, did you see who dropped it? They must still be close.
My sensors didn't pick up anything at all. I'm running a search of the city's video database, but I'm coming up blank so far.
Doesn't matter. I'll just find out myself. Luxarian. The divine city of light. Is that what they call it? The trouble is, the brightest lights cast the darkest shadows.
someone's targeting the Savior. Let's see if we can find out anything from the crime scene.
We need to solve this case quickly. Luxarian is the city of divine light, yet it has seen the murder of 3 girls in 3 days. The people seem to be growing fearful. If you find out anything at all, I'd be anxious to hear it. There are similarities among the victims. They have all been young women, and all of them had rose-colored hair. Yes, just the same shade as yours. You may also become a target of the killers. I urge you to be careful.
This broadcast is brought to you by the Public Morals Office of the Order
If you
of
see any
Salvation.
people who need help,
The time
This is my
now
favorite
9
spot.
p.m.
Hang out here long enough and you get to see all kinds of things. Like those white-garbed loonies, for example. The children of Etro are heretics and they don't believe in the Order's teachings. Those Etro fanatics used to keep a low profile, but recently I see them everywhere. The Order's authority isn't what it was. Now those people wander the streets like they own the place. Do you think they know something we don't? Maybe they have a date for the end of the world, who knows?
the Savior's mission is to rescue the souls of people trapped in prisons of pain and suffering. By forming a bond with them, you can... lead their souls to salvation.
The same people who killed the girl brought that dummy here. It's important evidence. Don't touch it. The victim had rose-colored hair, and the wig on that dummy was of the same color. The killers appear to believe that the evil savior will take the form of a young woman with rose-colored hair. Everything points to this being the work of those heretics, children of Etro. But why are they so sure what the savior will look like?
That was a valuable witness statement. I'm pretty sure the Inquisitor can use the information. The Inquisitor will definitely be very interested in this information. Want to talk to a few more people?
Security, the Public Safety Office of the Order of Salvation has sealed off all access.
God save me, I saw what they did.
Citizens are asked not to exit or enter the area. I repeat,
It can't be.
for your
Damn it,
safety
it's
and
not like him to be
security,
late.
the Public Safety Office
What if-
has sealed off
No,
all
no,
access
couldn't be
to the
that.
North Station
Something wrong?
area.
Not about those murders, is it?
God, no. At least I hope not. You see, it's the end of my shift, and I'm waiting for my replacement, but he hasn't shown. He's been late before, but never as bad as this.
You're starting to worry, right?
He likes to make out he's a tough guy, but he isn't at all, frankly. His name's Holmes. If you run into him, do me a favor, will you? Tell him Thornton's worried and needs to go home.
All right. If I see anyone in uniform wandering around where they're not supposed to be, I'll talk to them.
I should talk to one of those...
You work at the station, don't you? Your fellow attendant's worried about you.
My... Oh no, is it time for my shift already? I completely lost track of time. Look, can I trust you? I saw who did it. You know, the people who threw the dummy off the clock tower? I got scared, so I've been laying low. I can't go to the station. That's where they'll look for me.
You were there? What did you see exactly? You have to tell me.
I don't have to do anything. But if you can protect me from those people and get me to the station, I'll tell you all about it. Get me to the station, and then I'll talk.
The Order operates the regional transportation.
Holmes, you're safe. I was so worried about you, I could barely concentrate on my duties.
Sorry, boss. I saw what happened over where they found the girl. I guess I just panicked. I don't know why I got so scared. I'm sorry I let you down. It won't happen again.
Never mind, I'm just glad to see you're safe. Guess I never told you. Well, years ago, one of my colleagues was killed by a monster. I was afraid the same thing had happened to you. I panicked and asked this lady for help.
I can't believe no one told me that when I took this job. But anyway, sorry for the trouble, boss. From now on, I swear to you, I'm never going to be late. I mean, what if your heart gave out or something with worry? Can't have that on my conscience.
A true friend that cares. Maybe that's enough to save a soul.
Well, a deal's a deal. You got me here safe and sound, and so I'm going to tell you exactly what I saw. It was the children of Etro. They tossed the dummy off the tower. I really wanted to tell the Inquisitors what I saw. Honestly, I did. But I was afraid those heretics might find out and make me their next victim.
The Inquisitor will definitely be very interested in this information. Why not talk to a few more people?
I always said those people would cause trouble, and I was right. Every night I can see them, those weirdos in their white cloaks sneaking around the streets. Whenever I see white, I think, ugh, heretic. If there's one thing I know, that wicked shadow hunter, he's the ringleader of the heretics. Those fanatics are growing bold. Nowadays, there's always a gang of them in the plaza in front of the station. It's as if they are meeting to go someplace else. Speaking of which, it's usually around this time they start to show up.
That was a valuable witness statement. I'm pretty sure the Inquisitor can use the information.
We have been given the key to youth. The culprit's still out there.
Patch me through to the Grand... Yes? What can I do for you this time? That is very interesting indeed. We've been piecing together all our evidence, and your information supports our theory. The only question is, how long I can maintain the blockade. To preserve order, if you find new information... The poor girls...
You should gather information and relay it to the Inquisitors. Once they have a good lead, they might be willing to lift the roadblocks.
No one, absolutely no one doubts that the people behind the killings are those heretics. The Order is conducting its Inquisition. The Etro fanatics who worship the Goddess of Death are all over the place. Just look for the sinister groups huddled together, dressed head to toe. It may mean nothing, but some people have witnessed the Etro heretics using the public phone near the group. Furtive conversations in the streets, prowling the city at night.
That was a valuable witness statement. I'm pretty sure the Inquisitor can use the information.
Why did the higher powers create a goddess?
Good heavens. This is because... Those messages say that the Shadow Hunter will kill the Savior. Sounds pretty, I don't know, prophetic, right? If you believe what you hear around town, it seems that the children of Etro have an Oracle Drive. That's a rare thing. They say Oracle Drives are mysterious devices that can let you see the Heretics' prophecy. I can't even imagine what it must show. But apparently it's enough to drive them to murder.
So the culprits are the children of Etro? But what's their objective? What could they be after?
Let's find out. Once the gates are opened, I'll try tailing them.
The horror continued. I knew the latest victim. She'd been a rising star, but then she retired suddenly for reasons.
It'll be the easiest way to find their hideout.
If you know anything about the case, I'd be glad to hear it.
The goddess's disciples are beginning to gather. If you lift the blockades around this area, there's a good chance they'll start to move out.
You're suggesting I let them go? That's not a bad idea. Yes, I'll give the order and we'll see where the heretics lead us. We've managed to find some eyewitnesses, and we think we know who it was that strung the dummy from the tower.
Let me guess. The children of Etro, right?
Ah, you have your own sources, I see. In recent weeks, the heretics have become more visible on the streets of our holy city. The poor, benighted fools don't believe in God's salvation. Clearly, their despair has led them to carry out these wanton acts. If only they would open their eyes, embrace God, and they could bathe in the pure light of His almighty grace. Can't they see that their souls would be liberated in the new world? The irony of it all is that their fanatical rejection of the Savior has only made my own faith that much stronger. Although perhaps that is the work of the Savior herself.
If you think your faith will save you, then go ahead. Believe all you want.
All entrances to the North Station area have been reopened. For your safety and security, please proceed with your business in a calm and orderly manner. Safety officers have been posted to assist. Please obey all safety officer instructions. Thank you for your cooperation.
Where do you think a group of people are likely to gather unnoticed? The station plaza, perhaps? Keep an eye on them. You need to follow the
This
heretics.
broadcast is brought to you by the
discreet
Public
and
Morals
don't let
Office
them
of the
spot
Order
you.
of Salvation. It is now midnight. Please pray. Let us thank God, who in His wisdom will build us a new world.
Light, careful! They see you. Make sure you stay hidden in the shadows. The evil savior will die at the hands of the Shadow Hunter? I sure don't like the sound of that. When they say savior, do you think...
It's me, all right. It has to be. But who's the Shadow Hunter?
I don't know. Right now, no one else does either. The information's incomplete at best. But the Order thinks he could be the leader of the Heretics.
So if the Shadow Hunter leads the cult, does that mean he's also behind the murders?
Light, careful! They see you. Make sure you stay hidden in the shadows. Light, I'm detecting monsters. Move carefully through this area. Light, you can escape from battle when you're truly desperate, but it comes with a price. All miracles do.
A price? What kind of price?
Your time and that of this world. The more you run, the less souls you'll save. In short, you'll give up about an hour of your precious 13 days. Stay out of sight and see what they're up to. Do you see anything you can hide behind?
Show that you are one of us.
In the forest of darkness, chaos holds sway. To the goddess of death, these numbers I say, 7891.
The rites are beginning. Make haste.
See that? I think I just found my invitation to the party.
Yeah, so when the phone rings, you have to give them a 4-digit code. Simple, if you have the numbers.
Right, simple. So any bright ideas about how to do that? I mean, considering you're doling out advice.
Head back to town and see what you can uncover. The heretical cult, the so-called Children of Etro, are behind the murders.